We've been told to aspire to acquire the desires which we admire, and not retire but perspire until all that we require is acquired. Also, they say, a nation is not built in a day. The soil has memories. The rivers have witnessed centuries. The land has carried colonial chains and independent songs. Before a nation becomes a nation, before a campus becomes a citadel of great minds, before a name becomes a legacy, there must be a convergence, not like a confluence of ready and able. Able, ability, the mathematics of competence, the discipline behind the scene, the strength that says I can, ability does not shout. It's the mind that solves problems before the room knows there is one. The hand that builds structure out of what others call limitation. The vision that reads possibility where others only see emptiness. When a young nation like Nigeria had her independence in 1950, she had ability, lands that could feed continents, brains that could solve equations beyond oceans, voices that could bring freedom into the system. But ability alone is not the full story. So here comes another able. This time not ability, or willingness. Because some people can, but they won't. History remembers them well. Brilliant minds that chose complexity, strong hands that chose the system of excuses. But real progress begins when someone stands and says, I will. I will take the responsibility. I will move when fear freezes the crowd. I will stay when others abandon the mission. And today, when we talk of willingness, we speak of a woman who did not just hold an office, she carried a responsibility. A provost who did not merely occupy a chair but held a vision. But the real turning point in every story is a place called ready. Are you ready? Ready is not a word. Ready is an intercession. Ready is where passion meets priority and shakes hands with preparation. Ready is where passion meets priority and shakes hands with preparation. Because passion alone is excitement. Preparation alone is routine. Priority alone is intention. But when the three aligns, history begins to move. Just like a farmer who observes the sky and tills the earth through stubborn dryness, turning the earth again and again so when the first rain comes, he leaves the earth prepared. That is what readiness looks like. And in this institution, there was a time when passion met priority and preparation met responsibility, and a leader became ready to nurture minds, ready to guide a generation, ready to turn a classroom into launch pads. And in that spirit of readiness stood our progress. But leadership introduces another language. Because a leader must decide, what will I permit? What will I defend? Every nation has faced this question. And Nigeria has faced it through feuds, through transition, through the stubborn hope of democracy. Because the future of a people is not only dependent on what the leader does, but also on who the leader refuses to become. That sometimes integrity sounds like I won't bend the standard. I won't trade legacy for convenience. I won't abandon the mission, and institutions remember such choices. But there is a stronger word, stronger than I can, stronger than I won't. The word I must. The same spirit that carried Nigeria's dreamers through nation-building struggles and independence speeches. The same spirit that keeps educators standing in front of classrooms, believing that shaping minds is shaping tomorrow. In that same spirit, our provost did not simply serve. She answered a call to a must to build, a must to guide, a must to leave this institution stronger than she met it. And when ready and able unites, a person stops waiting for miracle and starts becoming one. Because miracles are not always lightning from heaven. Sometimes there are people whose footsteps say this land must remember my name. And today we celebrate such a life, a union of ready and able. A provost who did not simply serve. She built, she shaped, she inspired. Permit me to call her a miracle. A woman who through courage, character, and consistency has become a miracle. So this is not a farewell, but a recognition that this institution witnessed something more than its mission. We witnessed a miracle like Professor J.P. and like the rivers that keep flowing. Our impact will flow beyond this office, this season, this home. Thank you so much for all that you do for them.
You are blessed. For blessing me, you are blessed. Said when you give a prophet, you bless a prophet, you receive a prophet's reward. I am a prophet. I am blessing you. Today you are blessed. You will never have a better yesterday. You will never have a better yesterday. Your tomorrow will be better than today. In the name of Jesus.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Congratulations, Ife Dili. Thank you.